Hey everyone, welcome back to the main mic. My name's Harper and I'm joined with Ambreen and Tony of the Student Senate of Johnson County Community College. They're here today to talk about upcoming events in Johnson County, or a singular event per se. And honestly, I'll pass it over to you to introduce yourself and what you guys are here for.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having us today, being as your guest. And my name is Ambreen, and I am a current Johnson County Community College student. And I am also serving as student senator here at Johnson County Community College. And Tony?
My name is Tony, and I'm the vice president of Student Senate this year. I'm a non-traditional student, so I love it here. I'm retired, but I think it's my privilege and honor to be here.
Yeah. Well, we actually had Student Life Ambassador Soraya here last week, and she did the introduction between us two to get you guys on here to talk about your upcoming events. And we're so intrigued to just have more student life and student senators here on the podcast just to spread awareness for things going on campus which students should know about. And so you have an upcoming event that you wanted to talk about.
Yes. So Soraya actually told me about that she have done the podcast, and I was intrigued, and I was like, oh, I didn't know about that college is doing the podcast things. And she is actually also a vice chair for the public relations. That's a subcommittee of student senate. So she's a vice chair, and she's a chair, and I am a vice chair. My bad. And we we actually do the social media marketing for the student senate events and fundraising and all of these kinds of things. So recently we are here to talk about the JCCC Gives. It's our donation program. And she was like, do you want to talk about JCCC Gives on the podcast? And I was like, yeah, that will be fun. I've never had experience like that before. So yeah, I would go for it. And then I was like, Tony, would you like to join me? And then he was like, yeah, we should go for it. So yeah, here we are telling you about the JCCC Gives. Now I will move over to Tony and then let him talk about JCCC Gives.
Um, Actually, she twisted my arm. So, but I was hijacked. Well, we wanted to share the information on JCC Gives because this is a really, really worthwhile program. What it is it the funds that we raise for JCCC Gives goes towards staff, faculty, and students here during Christmas time when they're having challenges financially, may or may not have a good Christmas, but we get to use the funding to give to those individuals and families.
That's really great, especially right now, time being. I won't get too into all that, but times are tough right now, and we do have a lot of resources at Johnson County Community College that are, I believe, connected to Student Gives, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I think all the students and clubs, faculty, staff, everybody is involved. So we do certain fundraising events for JCCC Gifts. One that is coming up, we had two that's already over. Wish we had been here to market. But the next one is called JCCC Gifts Market. It's going to be on November 19th from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's going to be at the Com Atrium. So there'll be different baked goods, plants, jewelry, and things like that that people can get for a donation.
Yeah.
It is again one of the biggest fundraising for JCCC Gives.
Yes. So in that event, the market event, you like the staff members, or is it anyone who can do the tabling for that and
Senate
bring?
will be doing the tabling.
Okay. So Senate will be doing the tabling, but we also welcome other students to bring anything like baked items, or if they know some crochet, they can just like bring their stuff or jewelry. So I'm planning to bring some club sandwiches.
Yum.
Yes. And then all of the money that we will generate, the portion of it will go to the donations, to the JCCC Gives, and then we will make sure that we will be buying the gifts. We actually have a wish list for our JCCC Gives nominees. So yeah.
Sounds super fun and also super helpful to people who need it. And
Yeah.
for students to be able to donate for and with you guys, that's one hell of a way to connect people and bring in students' gifts and have them apply it to something that's beneficial towards other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
At one of our fundraising event, that was about 2 weeks ago at Chick-fil-A, I just walked up to a random stranger, was heading into Chick-fil-A to get his dinner. And I approached him and I said, "Hey, I'm with Johnson County Community College and we have a donation program, charity program that we're putting together." And I explained to him a little bit about what JCC Gives is. I said, "Would you be willing to go in and just say you're with the program?" And he said, "Of course." And then on his way out, after he got his food, he came over and shook my hand and said, "Hey, thank you for letting me know and be a part of that." So there are a lot of kind people out there, and it is a great program for, especially when you don't, the people that are recipients, you may see them around the campus. You just didn't know that they had special, needs, and they are actually being helped. So I think it was just a very worthwhile program.
I agree. Having such a community, especially in Johnson County, is one way to uplift all the spirits and just connect people. You did talk about the upcoming gifts donations on the 19th. You said, is that the last one of the semester of the year, or do you have another one after that?
That's the last one of the semester.
Gotcha.
And the previous, the Chick-fil-A and the Canes that we have done, the proceedings of those also goes to the JCCC Gives donations. Am I correct?
Correct.
Right. Yeah. So, so first we do these little events. We host these kinds of events. We go out and partner up with businesses and collect donations from them. So the part of their proceedings come to the donations, and then we buy the stuff. And there is a process of JCCC Gives, where students and faculty members can nominate the students or the families who are deserving or who are in need. Let's say you know somebody, but they are not really, like on the surface, no one is going to show that they are having some financial troubles, but you are close to them and you know how hard their life is going on. So you can just anonymously go and fill out the form. We have that nomination form on Get Involved, and you can go and sign up there and then nominate that person. If they are associated with Johnson County Community College, or let's say if it's their parents, like immediate family members, so you can nominate them, and then CSI will go over all of those nominations and verify if they belong to the Johnson County Community College or not. And then afterwards, they select people from those nominations. So yeah, this is a whole process. CSI is involved, and on CSI side, they verify all of the students, and on Student Senate side, we do the marketing and we do the fundraising events and all of these things.
Nice. That's such a process to go through, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely needed and worth it for it.
And the key, Ambreen was sharing, actually the key word is anonymous,
Mhm.
because nobody knows who is nominated. The only people that knew are the people who are in charge at CSI,
Mhm.
and they make all the contacts. None of it is totally anonymous. So I think it's safe to say that you should be able to nominate in confidence people that you know that are close, that you know that have financial challenges during this time of this season.
And then explain to me the roles. You talked about Student Senate and what they've done for the school, but tell me more about you guys. What do you bring to Senate, the Student Senate?
So Student Senate is basically a student-led Senate where I am currently serving as Senate. Then we also have leaders like president, vice president, secretary, what else? God, treasurer,
Treasurer and parliamentarian.
parliamentarian. So we also within the Student Senate we have subcommittees. We have budget committee, we have public relations committee, we have rules and conduct committee, and what else? I'm missing out the fourth one. I know. What's the fourth one? Fundraising committee. So we have four subcommittees. So when you become a senator, you are supposed to get involved into at least one of those subcommittees. So you have to attend their meetings and you have to be actively involved. So budget committee deals with budgeting. Let's say you come up to us and then you say, I would like to host this event and I am thinking of tabling and I need some funding for that. So the budget committee deals with these sorts of things, and then it comes to the fundraising. That's Tony. You
Yeah.
do that, right?
Right.
So Tony is the chair for the fundraising. So he makes sure that we are doing the fundraising events and all of these things, and then for the rules and conduct is within the Senate, so they make sure that we are following the rules and conducts. It's just like the way you see in Senate, you have to pluck your cards, and when you have to talk, we have to follow some specific rules. So for the public relations, I am the vice chair, and Soraya is the chair for that. And we manage our social media, marketing department, and we make sure that we are making flyers and posters and all of these things for if it's a fundraising event or if it's like events like that. So for I would say Student Senate is a voice of students. If there is any issues with students, they can raise it in Student Senate, and then we, as the senators, can vote on their issues, or if they have to start off a new club or new organization. So yeah, this is pretty much it.
Nice. And then Tony, she said you were a part of the fundraising.
Yes.
Do you want to dive in more about that, since you did talk about the marketing side?
Yes.
What's the rabbit hole of the fundraising side?
The fundraising is mainly in the fall semester, we run two events. One is Trick or Treat for Kids, which is open to the public. And we do the fundraising for the candies and things like that. And then it's JCCC Gives. Those are the two major events that we do in Student Senate. So the committee for fundraising, actually the whole name is Service and Fundraising Committee. So typically we do fundraising in the fall semester and then services projects in the spring semester. We are undergoing some
Changes.
changes, or we're deliberating some changes because there may be better way of doing things that will hopefully make the fundraising a lot I won't say easier, just make it less stressful for the fall semester. So we actually have a lot of support. The foundation is supporting us, so we're having a brainstorming session in a couple of weeks with the director from the JCCC Foundation, which it's great for us to have access to that level of resource. And Student Senate is a student organization that is probably not very people know about the clubs and everything, but Student Senate, when I run for senator, I have to get like 50 signatures. When I go up to them and I said, hey, I need to run for senator, do you know about the Student Senate? Most of them would say, no, tell me more about it. So I think this is great that you're giving us the opportunity to kind of let students know about this organization that's kind of in the background. So this year, one of the things that Soraya, who's the public relations chair, wanted to do is to, get to get the student senate, who we are, out there as much as possible, so people could, realize that there's the Student Senate is an organization that's working in the background. We do all the funding requests for the clubs, and there are many, many clubs. Not all of them are active, but there are 100 some clubs that are registered with the college. So that's and the college is very they're very generous in providing funding for a lot of these clubs. So
Yes, and to add on to it, if students are watching this, I would say please join us. You will enjoy a lot more in here, and you would realize how many things we have been doing on campus. So I just joined recently in spring semester. I'm sorry, I just joined in fall semester. This is my first semester serving as a senator. So I would highly recommend that all of the students who are watching this podcast would definitely join Student Senate and become the voice of their student community. And also, I would say that it is a great opportunity. It will look really good on your resume as well. And you will get to know more about college, and you will be amazed by that. And you will see how many things the college is doing, and you will be like, oh, I am in the great college. So, yeah. This is, I would just wanted to make sure that they're listening. I'm talking to the
course.
students.
Yeah, and if there is anything else you guys would like to say before we possibly wrap up this part of the episode?
From
Words
my
of
part,
encouragement?
oh yes. From my part, I would, as I said, I would highly recommend students to join Senate, and also please, during our market event, come by Com Atrium and buy our goods, whatever we will be selling. and the proceeds will go towards the JCCC Gives. It will be a great help for all of those who are in need, and we will really appreciate that.
I also want to say that recently I went to a conference that has other colleges, all their student government came together, and I realized how fortunate we are at JCCC because of all the resources that we have. And student life is so vibrant. They have so many activities. Um, the resources for career office, helping students get their resume, find out where, what bring the uh, bring the employers on campus. Not every college actually has that level of resources dedicated to the students. And I think we just want to realize how great this you are. I mean, in this college, how great everything is, and how much resources you have dedicated to you.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for being the backbone of Johnson County Community College, and thank you guys so much for being on our podcast and being able to explain to the students that you guys are here and what you guys do for them, because I'm sure you guys may lack appreciation because you don't have as much recognition, if that makes sense. Not many people know about Student Senate.
Yeah.
So I hope this extends the gratitude of all the students to you guys.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having us and
thank you for having us.
giving us the opportunity to letting all of the students know that who we are and what we're doing, and mainly we are here for JCCC Gives. So again, would really appreciate all of your donations, and it will be really helpful for all of those who are in need. Thank you so much, and thank you guys.
Thank you, Harper.
Yeah. Well, we'll wrap up this. We hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching this part of the podcast, and see you next week. Goodbye.